Okay, guys, I'm back from running around. So we got a few little things of food, a couple of carloads of food, and I was walking around trying to give out Bibles with these little things on them at Walmart. I got kicked out of Walmart. I was like, okay, well, you go see tomorrow night probably some kind of little sign coming on. Hold on, I'm talking. Just a second. All right, so I'm going to tell you some strategies though. Okay, so it's easy to get the people with kids to take it. Because what I'm doing, I'm saying, hey guys, I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but we've got some Bible prophecy that's coming true. I said, you know that missed rapture? I said, this little Bible right here says that was a countdown clock. And we've got 2 more days left and the real rapture is coming. So, you know, your little babies here are going to go up with Jesus and like tomorrow or the next day. I said, if you want to go with them, you're going to have to get saved. You got to do this little book thing. And so I show them this little part. And then I say, you don't have to, talk to me about it right now. Just take it home and look over it. I said, but it's coming. You see a sign tomorrow night, I think. I think it's going to be. I mean, like I say, I haven't heard from him one way or the other. But, deductive reasoning would say, well, if we're going to probably go on one of the 2 days and there's got to be a sign, then maybe it's tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Because, we've got to see something. We're not seeing it yet. So I would say it's probably coming on maybe tomorrow night. Okay, that's my prediction, but not a prophecy. Okay, you hear? That's my hunch. All right, but I think what we need to do is when we get those people seeing that thing up there in the sky, and I don't know if it's like something we can't see except like at nighttime or something maybe. I think we might need to get some posters together and go into parking lots or something. Or maybe set up at churches and say, we know what this sign is about, all right? Just a second. I'm coming. All right. So we need to say what the sign is about, and then we need to explain to them that the other prophecy about 2 Peter 3:3, from the time of the missed prophecy the missed rapture, the missed rapture, that would be the countdown clock. So we've got tomorrow, which is 10:06, and the next day, my spirit's just jumping alive right now, y'all. Today I felt like my heart was about to burst out of my chest. And then the next day is 10:07, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you what I think might happen, okay? Now, this is a hunch, okay? Remember, he tells me that pattern is prophecy? Well, so look at the pattern of the book of Revelation. What do we have a bunch of? We have a bunch of 7s, right? What's the mark of the beast number? Well, that's a 666. So I think what's going to happen, and I'm not prophesying this at all. This is my hunch, okay? I think we might see this sign tomorrow, and then I think we're probably going to go on the 7th. I mean, we'd have to. We only got 2 days left, so we got to have both of them going. But I'm not prophesying because he hasn't told me, but I'm just thinking logically here. So y'all need to get like boots on the ground. Even if you don't have Bibles or if you don't have all this stuff already ready, get you some poster boards and, go out there and say, we know what the sign in the heavens is about, and bring a Bible and show them, like, this is the Revelation 12 sign, and this is what's happened already, and that whole missed prophecy thing, that was a countdown clock. You got, like, 1 more day here, and you're going to have to, like, just make a decision, get on the boat with us or not. And if you have the kids, you might want to put some signs up and say, like, the kids are going to heaven. Like, we know for a fact that by this day, the 10:06 day when the sign probably pops on the scene, or 10:07, like, the kids are going to go to heaven. So you might want to say, like, if you want to be with your kids, you're going to have to come up here and talk to us about getting saved, or you're going to be separated, all right? And see, I've been talking to some of those people, and especially the children, people that have children, and it's like they don't know anything about the Bible. They haven't heard anything about anything. And it's like when you're like, some of this stuff's coming true right now. Like, you need to take a look at it. And we're not going to be here for too much longer. Don't you want to get on the boat with us? And I think even people that don't really have a Christian heritage, they know about Noah's Ark, Now, I've run into a couple. I'm telling you, the Christian people are the hardest ones to tell anything to, because they think they know everything. And that one lady about cussed me out at Walmart. I was like, we got some prophecy coming true in this Bible. And I was trying to show her what it was. And I said, Jesus is going to be here in a couple days. And she was like, no one does. No one knows the day or hour. She was like, you need to go get saved. What's wrong? She acted like I was a heretic. That's what I'm saying. These little dirty brides down here won't listen to anybody that's trying to tell them stuff that's going on, and they're going to get left back down here. They were like, I wish I'd listened to that crazy lady at Walmart was trying to tell me something else is going on in this Bible, because I said, no, I'm going to tell you, they've been lying to us. I said, let me show you Amos 3:7. And she wouldn't even come over and look at it. She wouldn't even talk about it. I mean, if somebody said they've been lying, I would say, well, what's in there? What do you see? Like, if it's in the Bible, I believe it. She didn't even want to look at it. So you're going to have a hard time convincing these dirty brides that they've been lied to. And so if you're on my little channel, you better be calling all your buddies up tonight and say, hey, look, this is about to go down. You need to get on the page here. You got to have a crown. Stuff like that. Because they're not going to go. If they don't believe the prophet because they're stuck in this lie that nobody can know the day or hour, well, he's going to leave them here, y'all. Get on the phone tonight and call everybody that you know that's a Christian. And you show them my videos, or you show them what I know. There's a couple that are like more, calm, and there's one that I wrote, I think, up or something that I read. You could show them like something more calm, not the mocking ones. They might not understand that. Unless they don't believe you, then you can send them one of those and see if they would watch it. But we're going to have to do something, because our little dirty brides down here that don't know what's really in that Bible there, they're going to get stuck back down here and they won't listen because they all puffed up. They think they know everything, all right? So hopefully that helps a little bit. Our plans for tomorrow is if the darkness doesn't come, or if it's not the rapture tomorrow, then we're going to try to go get some more food, I think, and maybe some more clothes. But you might want to just be really pressing on Jesus, like, what do you want me to do? There's not too many more days left. And listen, guys, if you're still not completely convinced, think about the prophecy in 2 Peter 3:3. Remember, it says, when they start all this mocking and scoffing, it's only going to be days away. Then you got the whole other little, that I think is a prophecy, the whole 6-7 that the kids are doing. That's out of the mouth of babes, right? So, there's a little bit of a kind of a thing that you can say, well, maybe so. So to push you on a little bit out of that window or something. But I'm not literally out of the window, but, just get you going on it, get to the store or something. But, sometimes too, when you're loading up a bunch of stuff like that to the checkout girl or people in line, and they're like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? And you say, well, I'm buying up some food for you guys because Noah's Ark's about to leave again, and y'all have to take this mark at the beach. It's not going to make you're not going to be human. That's what I'm telling them, because that's what I believe. I think when they take that's the reason they get tossed into the lake of fire, because they're not human anymore. They turn into something else. So tell them that. And then also sort of talk about, say, well, we've got Bible prophecies coming true. So, like, people are about to disappear. Little kids are about to disappear. And Jesus is going to take them. And I said, if you want to go on a boat with us, it's Noah's Ark 2.0. When you say that, they kind of get the gist of it. And then they can make a decision to I just hand it to them. Say, hey, you don't have to talk about it with me right now. Just take it home. Read this little book right here. If you want to get saved, you want to get on the boat with us, you take a check at it and you look at it. And I think sometime, maybe tomorrow, we're going to see this red dragon sign, because he gave me that little dragon today. Did y'all see that? My daughter had, it's on the other video. My daughter had a little Kinder egg, and she opened it up. And there was a red dragon in it. Isn't that wild? Might be like a pre-prophecy he gave for me. But you need to be looking up, and you need to be ready, maybe with some poster boards or something, and go in the parking lots and say, we know what's going on. Like, we know what this is. If you got kids, you're going to lose them. They're going to go up without you. You need to get saved to get over there, and maybe have at least some of these, at least some tracts, and maybe bring your Bible, especially for the little dirty brides over here that are thinking that they know everything. We need to probably put Amos 3:7 on big poster boards. And we also need to probably put 2 Peter 3:3 and 3:4 on big poster boards, so that we can just say, look, this is in your Bible right here. And then open up an actual Bible and show them, so they don't think we're trying to joke them or whatever. But some of these people, they probably don't even know what the Revelation 12 sign even is. They may just think something's going on in the heavens and it's just something weird and out of the normal. But it's a prophecy, so we got to drill that home. I think tomorrow is what he's telling me. We need to drill that home when that sign pops on the scene. We got to get these people saved so they can stay with their kids, okay? And I would go after the people with kids first. That's the low-hanging fruit. And then you need to hit these little teenagers, okay? Because there's a lot of teenagers that might listen to you if you're not too pushy. But the older people, sometimes they don't want to, or if you think they might be a Christian already, they think they already know everything. So I would go after the low-hanging fruit, people with kids, teenagers, maybe some people that are, coming around, walking around by themselves. I had a couple of men that I stopped and talked to, the older men, and I said, there's some Bible prophecy in this book right here coming true. I said, we're about to leave here in a couple of days. I said, if you want to get on the boat with us, it's Noah's 2.0, and just do this little thing right here and this little how to get saved, and you can come with us because it's going to get real crazy. There's some darkness coming, and we got some little demons going to be running around in here. You don't be down here. And so I think I really kind of pushed a couple of people at least to go home and like look it up, and see what the heck's going on in this book. And so, try that. Or if you don't have these, if you can't get a handle on these, then do something like this. Do a little paper. Just hand them a paper with some things on it for the how to get saved and what's going to come up in the tribulation. And then, if we don't see the sign like in the daytime, you could put it on there that, hey, tonight we think, or tomorrow night sometime we think there's going to be some kind of little sign that's going to come in the heavens. And when you tell them that and then it happens, then you got them. See? It's like, wow, how'd they know that? That must mean that their God is real. That must mean that prophecy is real. That must mean that this whole Noah's boat thing is real. And then you're gonna have some ground to walk on, and they're gonna be listening, and they're gonna be coming to you to say, okay, how to do this safe thing? Well, what are you talking about? All right. So y'all stay watching and look up, and we're about ready to fly. Love y'all.